Rams fans. John Anderson here with the Skip. Our final meeting of the year with you, Wes Mantooth, to go over the season, kind of recap where we were, where we're going. We finished our season at 38-21, I believe.
I think that's close.
It's a couple games under last year. Also made it one game further in the regional tournament, and lost a couple one-run ball games to the eventual winner, St. Ed's, and also to St. Mary's in extra innings. Kevin, where do you see this season stack up compared to your other 9?
Well, I think it was a good season. Obviously, we didn't achieve the goals that we wanted to achieve, which was to get to the World Series and ultimately win it. Felt like though we made progress. Getting back to a regional, it's always tough. Doing it back-to-back years, especially with the limited number of spots that are available in baseball, and so getting back there, and then the thing that's frustrating, and then also though positive, is just every one of those games. The 2 we lost, boy, very easily could have won, and we felt like we were good enough to win that thing, and so it's disappointing. But you get into postseason baseball and you get down to that stuff, and it's just the little things, some in your control, some out of your control, that sometimes ultimately determine it. And the one thing you always generally hear said about teams that advance and win championships, or they were able to stay free from injury, and I thought we were hit by that bug hard, and so for us to be able to battle through and have all 25 members of the team step up at one time or another and contribute big time to some wins, I think said a lot about the team and just how valuable every person on it was.
Absolutely, and now losing the seniors, there's a few starters, a few relievers, a few position players, really going to get hurt with a lot of the production from those guys. Moving on, where do you see the big losses, and where is recruiting going to be? Where is going to be the majority of your recruiting?
Well, I think we lose significant pitching and significant hitting. If you look at returning everyday guys as far as in the lineup, and it sort of varied throughout the year, but we're losing 3, 4, 5, and our leadoff guy. So those are pretty significant. One thing that we've been able to do in the past is guys that have been here that have maybe been lower or whatever, or not played as critical roles, have sort of developed and become those key roles along with any newcomers we have coming in. And we've got some really good players signed that are going to come here next year, and still looking for a few more. And we're going to have to get some guys that again come in and get better. That's the reason we've been a pretty good program, is every guy we bring in here is end up getting better and probably exceeding our expectations for them. For us to continue at the level we're at and get to that next level, that's got to keep happening. And so don't know who it's going to be, but I'm confident it'll be somebody.
Yeah, and now this time of year, it's kind of a good and bad thing. The draft is coming up in a couple weeks. There's a possibility of losing one underclassman and maybe 1 or 2 seniors this year. What do you feel when you lose an underclassman to the draft?
Well, at Division II, it hurts you a lot. One, you feel excited for those guys to go ahead and get that opportunity to go ahead and pursue the dream of playing in the major leagues. But it's one less year you get out of them to be a part of your team and help your team win, and for them to grow and develop as players. So anytime at Division II when you lose juniors to the draft, while it's very favorable, it does hurt. And if that happens with us, we'll have to have somebody step up and come in and replace that. And so, but it's the nature of baseball. in the nature of the beast. And so anytime we have that, it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. But gotta have somebody step up and fill those shoes.
Absolutely. Now, one of the players on the team, Lee Newman, had two great years here, two All-American years. Got injured during the season. His chances to go on and play professional baseball have diminished rapidly. He was a no-brainer to now being an injury and kind of being on the fence. What do you wish for Lee Newman?
I hope he gets the opportunity. I think anybody that saw him play recognizes that he does have the talent and ability to go play at that level. And also, too, just like with everything, injuries do heal and get better. And so while he may not be able to go out and play immediately this summer, it's not going to affect his ability to go play next summer or next fall or next spring or whatever. And so hopefully somebody recognizes that, is willing to take a chance on him and give him that opportunity.
Yeah, I hope the same for Mr. Newman and Weatherly. Everybody leaving that they go on that has that opportunity that they get it. That's pretty much in a nutshell the year. 2 straight years of regionals. Probably going to start to make that one of those things where it's expected, and if you don't make the regionals, it'll probably be a letdown. Do you see that as a pretty lofty goal since there's only 6 teams to go, or is that something that you see from your perspective as well?
Well, I think we've been at that point where it is a disappointment if we don't get to a regional every year, and it's been that way really probably since the second year of the program. And so that's good. I think now doing that, I think it's one of those things of, like I say, that's always the goal. I think that was the goal. Hopefully it gets to the thing of that's where we expect to be, and the goal is the next step now of getting on to the World Series and winning that. And so I do think just, you've got to put in the work and understand how you get to the regional. But I do think once you get over that sort of mountain of, okay, that's just where we're supposed to be, you find ways to win games, you realize you've worked hard, you've done the things necessary to put yourself in that position. And so that's my hope as we move forward, and hopefully we'll get in for year number 3. Goals, we'd love to have one in San Angelo, and so our goal is to try and host that thing and then win it and get to Cary and go win that thing.
Okay, and that kind of brings us to a head here. You got 4 words sitting on the couch.
All right.
Let's go with trash, pebbles, hat, Cincinnati.
While going to Cincinnati wearing my favorite hat, I saw some pebbles in the trash.
A+. You're going to have about 9 months to think about your next 4 words, Kevin.
All right, awesome.
All right, Rams fans, stick with us this summer while we recruit, and we'll see you in the fall.